Hello? Is this thing on? Do you remember me? It's been over 100 days since the last upload, and in internet terms, that's basically a century. So for those of you still here, welcome back, and I hope you've been well. If you're at all curious about my absence or what I've been up to this whole time, I'll get into that at the end. I'll put a dedicated section for that at the very end. But I don't want to take up too much of your time here. I want to get back into it like we never left. I've had some topics I wanted to talk about. The job market being the worst I've ever seen it. Hating the current job you work at, but you can't really leave because what else is there? No one else is hiring. But I haven't touched the inbox in a while, and although I'm not exactly drowning in emails, there's a few that I haven't gotten to. So let's just get this over with. Hey Davey, Merry Christmas. Merry belated Christmas to you too. I just got home from Christmas vacation with my family. We stayed in a cabin up north, and we shook things up this year by going with the family of one of my dad's old friends from work. I met his daughter at that trip, and we had a good time. We had late nights talking, we basically paired up at each excursion we did as a group, and we just had a lot of memorable moments of just us two. My favorite moments from that trip were little moments I actually had with her. We got each other's Instagrams and Snapchats, and I wonder if she had as good a time as I did. I'm honestly thinking if I should shoot my shot. What do you think of long distance relationships? Do you think they actually work, or will I be wasting my time delaying the inevitable? I know I'm a little late on this, so I hope you're not still dealing with this. But this is a very frustrating situation that I think every dude has gone through at least once. It's like a canon event on every guy's life. But if you're going through something similar right now and you're asking yourself, are long distance relationships worth it? I would say it depends who you are. If you want my straight answer, it would be no. Solid no. Some people have the tolerance for it, but I just don't think it's worth it at all. Now, your situation isn't obscure at all. I think everyone's gone through this. The most infamous variant of this kind of situationship, from my experience and other friends that I've talked to, almost without fail, is a cruise crush. If you had a week out at sea on a big cruise ship, there was probably someone you met that you always seem to run into on the boat, and at a certain point you just make it a decision to just chat it up with them, just shoot your shot. And it turns out to be the best thing ever. Like literally everything you just described that you did on your cabin trip is the same that all us other dudes did just out in the water. And it rocks. I think every guy who has cruised before has gone through the same thing. But unfortunately, it all ends up the same. You might get each other's socials and you guys send each other reels or keep up to date with each other, but that's basically as far as it goes. You guys might remain friends online, but the line of communication just won't be there anymore. It'll slowly fizzle away. And who knows, maybe that's a skill issue on my end.Maybe I just don't have game like that. But from my experience and others that I've talked to about the similar thing, you'll keep in contact couple weeks after the cruise, but you'll eventually just quit talking, and maybe you'll occasionally send a reel to each other or comment on a post that one of you guys make, whatever. But the thing is that we all have our own lives in our own hometowns. You guys never meant enough to each other to actually invest and keep a relationship going. And this may be cynical, but you asked me, so this is my answer. But you were the only person in the ocean that she could talk to and have a good time. Or in your case, the only one in the mountains. And that isn't bad. You weren't used. That's just how it is. And yes, you caught feelings and you probably feel those deeply, but I would say take a second and acknowledge that you might not actually like them. You might just have a crush right now. And that's cool. Crushes are cool to have, but just be real with yourself that it might not go anywhere. Like, I mean, you spent how long with them? A week? 2 weeks? Nothing deep was going to come from that, if that's what you were looking for, Now, the whole long distance thing, I just don't see how that can be enjoyable. Sue me. I'll say it now, before long distance truthers go to my comment section saying that it's worked for them, yada, yada, yada. I understand that it is possible. But to me, I only see it working if both parties have enough money to travel every month or every other month at the least, just to see each other and not get behind on bills back at home. It's not a financial burden. But that's the only way I see it working well. And like I get it, there's circumstances, maybe the powers that be, you go off to the military for half a year and you'll see her later on, or maybe one of you travels for work, so you'll spend a month away from time to time. Like those instances, I can kind of understand. That's just responsibility forcing you guys away from each other from time to time. But ultimately, you guys come back to each other, right? Like my gripe with long distance is that the distance is all you got. It's you living in New York and your partner living in fucking Seattle or something, right? Like you guys aren't away for just a season. It's not work splitting you. It's not anything else. It's just you guys living your day to day, and your interactions are all through a screen. Just you and your Discord kitten. To me personally, that's just not it. I need the physical touch. I need the dates, the real dates, not the dates on Discord. Something tangible, the cuddling with everything. Someone to come home to. If the Wi-Fi gets cooked, I would still have my girl there. The internet isn't gonna make or break my relationship. But if you feel personally attacked, I'm sorry. If it works for you, it works for you. But this viewer asked me for my opinion, and that's it. If you have a different take, or if you manage it differently, please share it. Even if it's an ex, share what you did if it worked, even if it was for a little while. But it just depends on what you're looking for, what you want. Some people aren't about physical touch like that, and it's not that deep. They just want someone to talk to and who will listen to them. They don't care about going on dates or tangible acts of the sort, They just like communication, having someone who cares and someone to be entertained by. Distance doesn't play a factor. But if you're the opposite and you long for those things, it should be clear that no matter how good you got along with someone on a vacation, a work trip, whatever, it's not worth throwing away those standards that you have for a relationship. But that's really all I have to say on the matter. Thank you for watching. If any of you made it this far, honestly, it's been so long since I posted anything. I feel it'll be hard to reach that community that I kind of had back, a couple months back. But maybe you're still here, and for that, I appreciate you. Just to update you on what I've been up to lately for those who care, I've been out just doing other things away from my computer. I've just been outside more. Okay, I've been touching grass. I've been seeing a lot more movies at the theater. I found solace at the cinema. For some reason, I'm just there a lot of the time now. I saw Project Hail Mary. Who knows? I might make a video essay on that. We'll see. I saw Obsession. Peak movie. Movie was great. Had to see it twice. It was awesome. And I've also just been gaming a lot of my free time. I've just been falling in love with gaming again. I've been turning into Unk, and I haven't been playing a lot, but I've found joy in gaming again. I platinumed Dark Souls 3, and I was playing some of the Pokemon games. I played Fire Red, White, and White 2, the best ones. And I haven't been primarily concerned with YouTube lately, because I guess I kind of sucked myself out of it, and I just felt a little insecure with my old videos, or I just felt bad, because I didn't know what I wanted to do anymore. I still kind of feel that way now. I'm a little anxious now, but more in the sense, I'm trying to make it sound normal and not sound psychotic. But this channel always served as just a spot where I can let out my thoughts on things, and hopefully you guys will have conversations with me in the comments. And sometimes the videos would be on topics I thought of that I don't see much commentary on, or points I don't see made if I do like speak on a subject that another person talked about. And then it kind of led to each video kind of being a deep motivational type thing, which is fine. It's what I like making. It's kind of what I grew up with the other creators. But it felt like it was all that I was becoming. It wasn't just, oh, I had a bad day at work, let me make a video on how I hate my job and how the job market sucks, I felt like every time I made a video, it had to have some motivational bit to it. It had to end on a motivational high note. But it had to be something someone can relate to have an impact. And I felt bad because when there was nothing in my mind of what I wanted to say, I just would never upload, because I had that pressure, because I guess I'm insecure that if I upload talking about anything else, people won't care. But that defeats the purpose of why I made this video, of this channel. That defeats the purpose why I made this channel, because I made it for me. And hopefully I had people relate and start conversation. But I have video essays I wanna make, I have commentaries that aren't deep or existential that I want to just yap about. I recently played the Ezio trilogy recently, and it was awesome. I want to make an informal commentary on that, just talking about it. I've also been playing different games other than COD. I had a big classic COD kick last year, like big old school Call of Duty kick, playing Black Ops 2, MW3, Modern Warfare, like, which led to the nostalgia of old YouTube and the birth of this channel. And while that desire to keep making commentaries is still there, I might just want to use footage of what other game I'm currently playing. COD is still in my rotation occasionally. The tried and true COD commentaries aren't completely going away, but it'll be the same commentaries I've always made, same Daviboye, same Yap sessions, but maybe with different gameplay. I really hope that isn't a deal breaker for you. If it is, I'm sorry. And maybe more formal and informal video essays, when I want to go more in depth with scripted thoughts on something. But yeah, I just want to get back into the old groove, without the pressure. And I know it's self-imposed pressure. I haven't had comments telling me to shut up and keep talking about heartbreak and keep talking about this deep topic. Don't yap about minor things. No one said that. I know I backed myself up into this corner, but I got myself in it. I'm gonna get myself out. I can do it. I can't promise I'll go back to weekly uploads like I've done in the past. I'm gonna try my best. But it definitely will not be 100 days until another video. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you for taking the time to listen to what I had to say. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care and be well. I miss saying that.